Forgive an old woman, but I forgot your name. What was it again? Would you mind getting my book from the sleeping quarters? It would spare my bones the trip. It's called Great Voyages. Thank you very much. I've read this old book many times. Seems I find something new each read. And no matter how many times I've read it, it never fails to get me excited for adventure. Are you the adventuring type? Ah, after my own heart. I've had a lifetime of it, believe it or not. If you're sticking around in Eastshade, maybe I'll tell you all about it sometime. Captain Ilona told me we'll be landing in Lindo shortly. I think we're all antsy to arrive.
I've never been to Eastshade. I've heard wonderful things about it. Did you know that the people there used to cover their mouths with garments? I've heard that's since gone out of style. Quite a strange fashion fad if you ask me. As long as Eastshade doesn't rock like this ship, I will love it. It's the quaint little seaside town we'll be landing in. It's one of the many gems of the country, I hear. Almost there.
Ooh, that did not sound good.
You've woken. Are you feeling okay? Do you remember what happened? I'm glad your memory's intact. You washed up on this beach just a short while after the ship sank. One doesn't last long in water this cold. From what I've heard, you were the only passenger misplaced during the wreck. The others are safe in town. Eastshade, of course. Specifically, my home. I usually don't take visitors, but in this case I can hardly blame you for floating in unannounced. Only your easel. Don't forget to take it when you leave. Even the frigid tide couldn't bring you to part from it. It must mean a great deal to you. I was about to head into town to share news of your survival. You should go there and let them know yourself. It's just up the path. On your way.
You're on the ship. What happened to you? Oh, thank goodness. We thought you were lost. Oh, what a horrible experience. I'm so glad to see you're safe. What brought you to Eastshade anyway? Very adventurous of you. I came to visit my family. You look like you could use a nice cup of tea. This flavor is a bit strong for some people, but the effects can be lifted with a sip of water from your water skin. Our captain is in a terrible state. I suppose that's to be expected. She won't even leave the dock. Perhaps it would console her to know that we all survived. You should speak with her. My family lives here in Lindo, so I'll be staying with them. If you find that night is coming and you're in need of a place to stay, you should check the inn. You'll be comfortable there. It gets cold around here at night. You shouldn't be out without a proper coat. After that wreck, I may just settle down here for a while. Are you wondering about anything else?
Aren't I good at flying? Thanks! My dad says that I can do anything as long as I put my mind to it!
Who's there? Nika? Is that you? Well, I can tell by your voice that you're not Nika. You're being smart with me. You must be one of the tourists. Terrible about the sinking and all that. Glad you're okay. Yada yada, etc. But will you go get Nika, the innkeeper? I need help. It's stuck, obviously. Now, would you be so kind as to go get Nika for me? It happens. It's fairly normal, really. Doesn't it happen to you from time to time? Brilliant! I'll wait here. Ugh.
Watch me soar like a bird! I'm so good at flapping my wings!
Great viewpoint, isn't it? You must be the traveler from the wrecked ship. She's utterly miserable. I tried to convince her to come inside, but she wouldn't leave the dock. Yes, I run the inn. I always keep a full stock of soup and tea to refresh weary travelers. When I was young, I traveled all over this island. I'd love to adventure again one day. Look, the eclipse is starting. Not a bad show, right? I try to come up here every day. I guess it just doesn't get old for me. Anyway, if you haven't got lodging for the night, feel free to stay at the inn. I'll leave the upstairs room unlocked for you. Drop in at your leisure. Don't worry about payment. Shipwreck survivors stay free of charge. Oh, by the way, I know of someone who would very much enjoy meeting you. She's an avid painter and very excited about her work. She's still working on some things, and I bet she'd love to hear a tip from a professional. She usually hangs out near the inn. Take care now.
I know that I can do it if I put my mind to it!
Get down from there.
I can't fly if I don't even try!
You're not a bird, Lenny. You need to come down right now. You're going to get hurt.
Everybody, turn around!
What? Why?
If you don't all turn right now, I'm gonna jump!
Okay. Everyone turn around. I don't know what you're trying to do, but it's time to come down now.
We stay busy working this dock. It's hard, but fulfilling for me.
Of course you did. I'm just glad you're back down. Don't do that again, okay?
Okay, now that I know I can fly, I won't do it again.
We've had quite a few shipwrecks here. There's a reef surrounding the bay, and that's what does it. It shouldn't slow down traffic too much, though. I'm just glad you all made it. Lindau's a nice port town, although we don't have much to export anymore, aside from bloom sacks. And most of our tourism these days are just people passing through, on the way in or on the way out of Nava. Yes? Give me some space.
Hey, are you an artist? Hey, you have an easel! Are you an artist? So am I! Do you want to see what I made? Look! It took all day. But I want to make my next one even better. What should I do? But I don't know how to make a canvas. All right! You're a nice artist after all. I know where some boards are. Follow me.
Did you see when it ran a reef? I've never seen anything like that. Terrible waste of a good ship. And it went down so quickly. It's amazing anyone made it out of that.
You certainly won't see me boarding a ship anymore.
Now we just need the fabric. I don't know where to find that. Maybe we should ask someone. Let's keep going. we have everything we need now, right? We can make a canvas from this stuff? Could you paint something? I want to watch a real artist. Painting is amazing! I want to try. Can I have a canvas? We found enough stuff, right? Yes! I'm going to use this for Miss Nika's next painting. She loves art so much. Hey, Miss Nika loves art like us. She always likes my paintings. I bet she'd like yours too. She really likes the eclipse. You should draw her that.
So you've survived too. That means only one of us has been lost at sea. Who? Only the most important one of us all, Annabelle! Doesn't sound... I see. She carries you across the oceans and you don't even learn her name. Annabelle! My ship! My wooden, sea-loving daughter! Killed by the damned reefs when we came into this miserable town. Kind of you to say so. And this does nothing to bring sweet Annabelle back to me. Off with you! Trade your life for hers. It's really a terrible place to be stranded. A ship-murdering town. It's really a terrible place to be. There's fabric all around us, just look. Or ask that dock worker over there. Ship. Such a good ship she was. Now leave me be.
I feel so adventurous staying here in Lindo. I live in Nava, but sometimes I just long for the primitive lifestyle Lindo offers. How humorous you are! I like that in a person. Some may find the story of my journey utterly inspiring. Nothing could have prepared me for the muddy paths, the unbearable heat. I even had to eat outside. Overall, it was a dreadful experience, but I braved through it all. Yes, it certainly was impressive on my part. I so dearly wish my friends could see how adventurous I've become.
Ah, the traveling artist. It's a bit more calm than Nava. I think it's quite a nice place to relax. I think the dock workers used fabric sacks with the incoming and outgoing shipments. You might ask one of them. I lived there for a few years, working as a baker. I do miss the bustle of the city sometimes. Certainly. You look well. Oh, of course he does. And what is it this time? Again? That's like the 8th time. All right then, we'd better go help.
When I was a boy, merchants came to Lindau with strange spices and soft fabrics. They haven't been back in a long time, though. We mainly get shipments of teas, grains and fabrics, and headwear of the latest fashion, of course. In any case, there's always lots of work to do around here. Lindau is a nice port town. Fabric. We go through loads of it. Here, these lengths are defective for shipping, but will perhaps serve your purposes.
Watch your step there. Lots of moving boxes round here. You're looking a little waterlogged. Guessing you just came in off of that ship. I think you even got some seaweed hanging from your ear. Yeah, we all have those days, right? I mean, my dad got in a shipwreck once. He wasn't as lucky as you, though. Oh, no, he's fine. Just lost his leg is all. Now he gets to order us around even more. So, you'll probably be exploring all over, right? Would you do me a huge favor? My brother loves raspberry-filled pastries. Loves them. He can't get enough. But raspberries don't grow here. So he puts in an overseas order every 2 weeks. It's crazy, really. Now, the thing he hates is grape-filled pastries. I mean, we all hate them, obviously, but he hates them even more. He'd destroy them all if he could, you know? He once saw an old lady eating some, and he grabbed the box and threw it in the ocean. It was the craziest thing. Okay, so what I did was fill his raspberry pastry bag with, grape pastries. Can you imagine what he's gonna do when he eats one? He'll go insane. He's always suspicious of me doing something like this, though, so it would be perfect if you could play along and act like you're a, delivery person. So, what do you say? Will you deliver them to him? Perfect! You gotta play the part, though. Really make them think they're raspberry pastries. This'll be great. Here, take these. My brother lives over in Nava, so I'll meet you there in a few days, eh? I'll probably be near the bakery. You just come find me, and I'll point my brother out to you.
Hello there, newcomer, are you? Trying to get across the bridge, I guess. I hope you've got the glowstones for it. It's not free, you know. The rule is you pay once and you can use it as much as you'd like. Mate, I'm a fisher. I catch fish, I cook fish, I sell fish. You know. Mostly what I do here is fish. Sometimes I like to visit town, but not very often.
What's all that you're carrying? Looks heavy. Are you some kind of painter?
You know what? Maybe there's a way you can get the glowstones out of me after all. There's a gazebo in Lindau. Real pretty spot. Maybe you've been there. Anyway, I'd like a painting of that view. The gazebo is easy to find. It's just behind the inn. And I want the painting from the gazebo, not of the gazebo. It's the view, not the building, if you get my meaning. Damn fish and fighting today.
There's nothing like a good book on a day such as this. Actually, books are the perfect way to spend any day. Do you enjoy reading? I'm glad to hear that. Perhaps I can share my favorite books with you sometime. My favorite books are the ones that inspire me to write myself. How about you? We creatives, me a writer, you a painter, we've got to stay inspired. Best way I've found is to drink many cups of tea. Always gives me a boost. Speaking of writing, if you find any feathers around here, I'd happily buy them. I'm constantly losing my quills. I figure 3 should do it. Oh, wonderful! Hopefully this is enough to last me a while. Thank you very much. I do hate scouring the forest floor for these. If you find any more, I'll pay you 1 glowstone apiece. Is there something else? Lindau used to be right on the river until a mudslide destroyed most of the town. After that, the townspeople relocated to the coast. Many of the folk from Old Lindau moved there after the mudslide. The library there is of a historic note. Ah, that would be Azad, a brilliant, brutally honest, and highly misunderstood man. Undoubtedly too curt for his own good. Perhaps that's why many Lindau folk found it difficult to maintain amicable relations with him.
Well, looky here, you've gone and painted the gazebo view. Are you willing to sell it? Well, how about that? Got myself something fancy. Damn fish aren't biting today. Thanks again for that paint. See you around.
I saw you talking with the captain. How's she doing? I don't think I've heard her talk about much else. I wonder if she'll ever recover. How have you been? Oh yes, I saw that from the ship. It looked as if there was a light coming from inside. Could it be a lighthouse? The original town built on the river. I remember hearing that it got destroyed in a mudslide. I heard that when I was really young. His disappearance was all very mysterious. I don't believe anyone's seen him in a long time.
Would you be a dear and fetch some soap from Amin's house? It's just down the stairs and across the courtyard.
Hello there. Can I help you, traveller? Soap? Well, certainly. May I ask why? He did? Is he a friend of yours? Ah, well, I shouldn't gossip then. He's just such a peculiar man. And you know what? I think Lenny is going to have some real issues when he grows up. Well, you've seen him. The boy is unhinged. And not just that. I've been hearing a lot of yelling coming from that house. I think it's quite a broken home. You know, I imagine you'll be traveling all around this island, being a tourist and all. Perhaps when you get to Narva, you should let the sheriff know about Isan. I think it's only right, you know, for Lenny. Well, it's a small town. If word ever got back to Isan that I was the one that reported him, things might be a little awkward, being such a close neighbor and all. I think it'd be best for the child. I only have his best interest at heart. Isan is not a stable man, and wholly unsuitable to be a parent. Here, this will help you with the toll. Right, well, here's some soap. Safe travels.
You have the soap? Well, let's try this thing then. Here, let me have that soap.
Well, I guess it was convenient that you dropped in when you did. Thanks for getting Nika. Well, you are a nosy tourist, aren't you? Beeswax! Amin? That nosy, stuck-up goody two-talon... if you had to deal with what I have to deal with... She just doesn't like me because I'm not posh like her. This whole town is stuck up. Them and all their judging eyes. You know what? Get out of my house. You're just like everyone else in this town. Coming in here and telling me I'm a bad father? Get out! I know that's what you meant. Just get out. Get out!
Easy does it. Do you know your name? Okay, just have to check. Standard protocol when someone gets hit in the head like that. And do you remember what happened? Isan said you provoked him, is that true? Did he at any point ask you to leave? And did you? Listen, I think I know what's going on here. As an official, I'm obliged to tell you, in the future, in situations like these, never confront the parent, ever. It's most likely they will deny and defend, and no good can come of that. If you suspect something, report it. Don't take it into your own hands. You stay clear of Isan now, and he'll stay clear of you. I'll be on my way now.
What Isan did to you is downright uncivilized, but I'm not a bit surprised. Oh, I very much doubt that. That man is simply a bad apple. Thank the stars Aaliyah was able to leave with Lenny. I think he'll be much happier with his aunt. Safe travels. What Isan did to you, if that man... Safe travels.
Thanks again for the can. That place is haunted. Every time I go there, I hear weird sounds. And some nights the windows light up. It's kinda creepy. I'm not scared of ghosts, though. That place is neat. My mom takes me there sometimes, but I'm not allowed to go by myself. He's some really old guy. I'm pretty sure.
I do enjoy this exciting new lifestyle. Oh, it's the most wonderful city. Much better than this place. I can hardly believe I managed to get myself here alive. I've heard of him. A terrible man. Just horrible. And not very good looking either. They say he disappeared, and I say good riddance. I haven't seen it. It's part of Old Lindo, though, so it probably isn't worth seeing anyway. I'm not very interested in old things. New things are so much more beautiful. Oh. Right. I'm sure you have the saga thoroughly memorized. Say, you do some sort of art things, don't you? Do you think you could capture my sheer magnificence on canvas? I'm dying to show my friends what a remarkable traveler I've become. What stunning taste you have. Be sure to capture every bit of my elegance. Oh my. That painting. It's the most perfect thing I've ever seen. I simply must have it. This is wonderful. My friends will be so jealous of me. I think I'll start a collection of paintings just like this. Can you imagine? An entire wall filled with paintings of me.
Thanks again for the canvas.
My father was a fisher of these oceans, so I've been out on the sea plenty of times. I could never be a fisher, though. Can you believe he came up with the plan for this city by himself? I'd love to meet him. I remember playing in there as a kid. The ocean looks beautiful from the top. I wish it wasn't locked up. That was the original Lindau. The town got destroyed after it rained every day for a solid month. The hill just slid away. There might be some stuff worth salvaging out there.
If only Annabelle could sail the seas once more. How cruel can this world be? Why does everyone think I have something to do with his disappearance? I've never seen him, and I certainly haven't taken him as a passenger. What? I don't know. Is that an old Lindau? That used to be the main town. Old Lindau was a perfectly lovely port city. If that had been our destination, we wouldn't be in this mess. Why are you interrogating me? Can't you see I'm in mourning? Blasphemy! Have you no sympathy for the broken-hearted? Now leave me be.
This is gonna be such a great prank! Don't forget to meet me in Nava. I'm usually near the bakery.
A newcomer. In the future, if you're ever in need of carriage to Nava, I'm your driver. My ox is strong, no?
You don't look like you're from around here. I'm the sheriff of the island. Glad to meet you. Anything I can help with? Yes, extremely busy. It's not all about crimes and capers, though it is about that too. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else?
Oh, hello there. Mind the plants underfoot. What can I do for you? I spend a lot of time studying and documenting new plant life. Just yesterday, I believe I discovered a new sort of lily pad. We've got great plant diversity, and I can always get imported teas from the storehouse. We've also got more wild bloom sacks than anywhere else. Believe it or not, I've never been. I'm not sure Bojan would care much for the bustle. As far as I know, he left Lindau a long time ago and never returned. Unfortunately, he and I did not get along terribly well. I like to go walking over there. It's nice to take in the sea air from time to time. It was destroyed such a long time ago. I was only a child, so I barely remember what it looked like. Mind the plants underfoot!
It is a bloom sack, Raph. I did. I might, but only if you meet the right requirements. My only requirement is that you be my friend. One of my best friends, to be exact. Don't be hasty. We've only just met. There are some things I need to know about you first. Is your favourite colour orange or yellow? I see. Now, if you had to choose between eating slugs or cakes, which would you eat? You are very strange. Everyone knows that cakes taste better. Maybe I should try another slug. This next one will be tricky. If you saw a frog stranded all alone on a lily pad, what would you do? Just because it's normal doesn't mean it's acceptable. Please, consider how the frogs feel about it. I feel as if I have come to know you very well. Would you agree that we can be friends now? Oh, wondrous! Here, now we can sit on rafts together. You'll need some twine to keep it all together. I don't know how to make that, but Ona has a lot of it. You also need wax, and that's very hard to find. Sometimes there's stale candles, but don't tell Ona.
I saw some birds flying around a few nights ago. They were so graceful. I especially like the ones that do this. Ooh, ooh. What a fun way to talk. Ooh. Fancy, fancy city folk, but they do buy my pots. Bye now.
I'm pretty busy if you couldn't tell. Got all these trails to maintain, tourists to wrangle, animals to nurture, plants to relocate. I'll be lucky if I ever get to take another break in my whole life. Well, thanks. I guess that's nice to hear. Although I don't see how you could know that. Oh, and I've also got to go rescue a stupid water fox, as if I didn't already have enough work to do.
They're aquatic rodents, essentially. Like to live in watery caves. People think they're adorable, but in my opinion, they're just wretched. My responsibility here is maintaining the trails. That's why I was hired. These water foxes are a huge thorn in my paw, and they distract me from my real tasks. My partner was the one who took care of the water foxes. Now he's gone, and I have no idea to handle these animals. I've been trying to trap one all day. Tried every type of bait under the moon. He wanted to see the world. I don't blame him for that. But he could have at least left some instructions for taking care of these horrid animals.
I like the world here just fine. I like the trails, the trees. I don't want to see anything else. Besides, what would happen to this park if I was gone?
I've already wasted so much time trying to catch him. I really can't spend another day on this. I think it's officially a lost cause.
Yeah, he'll probably die. And his kits won't last long without him either. I guess it's sad, but the trails need maintenance.
I'm not really supposed to let visitors get so close to the wildlife, but I guess it doesn't matter at this point. The water foxes are living in a cave, not more than 100 paces from me. City folk. It's like they've never seen a trail before, always trampling through the foliage like animals.
Welcome to the Kestrel's Eyrie, providing a warm bed for travelers and tourists for just 2 glowstones a night. Are you in need of a room tonight? You might have met my old friend Nika. She runs the inn over there. We used to get into a lot of trouble together. It's a shiny kind of place. You heading there now? I heard there's an arts supplies store. Seems like something you might like.
By trade, I am a cartographer, but unfortunately my productivity is down at the moment. I have run out of ink. It'll be a while before my shipment comes in. You're new around here, right? I'll bet you could use a map of Eastshade. If you'd like one, I have an extra print here I can give you. But in exchange, I'm wondering if there's something you can do for me. As I mentioned, I'm running low on ink. If you find me 4 inky cap mushrooms, I'll give it to you. That would be grand. Last time I went inky cap foraging, I got trapped in a conversation with the park ranger. He's rather obsessed with trail making, isn't he? He gabbed about it for nearly an hour. A beautiful city, and very straightforward, cartographically speaking. See you.
Oh, hello. I'm not really in the mood to talk with anyone. I lost something really important. It was like the key to everything. I just can't believe I lost it. My amulet. I don't know how this happened. I just wanted to look at it, but now it's gone. Sorry. I don't feel like chatting right now. Sorry. I don't feel like chatting right now.
Such a nice place to relax, this. I come here often, it's a nice quiet place to write music. Hey, do you want to hear my latest tune? It's not easy to play a string instrument in talons, you know, but what I lack in finger ability I can make up for with my fine bird pipes. I dream thy feet upon the shore, sitting by the sea, and the moon and the ocean stole your light unto thee. I dream of the lake beneath the stars, fish are by the stream, and its arms rolled above me. In the shade I lie neath the tree. I dream and I Thanks for listening. What'd you think? Oh, I'm so glad you liked it. Today is certainly shaping up to be a good one.
My great-great-grandparents built this lodge. It's held up pretty well, I'd say. With any luck, it'll stay up for many more generations. Alright then, it's just up the stairs, second door on the right.
Need a lift? All right then.
Ah, yes, a newcomer. May I see your reference letters, please? I'm afraid if you're seeking passage into Narva, you'll need 3 reference letters from citizens of Eastshade, signed and sealed. Well, you need to find people who are willing to vouch for your character and writing. Since you're a newcomer, you'll have to make some friends in the country. Will that be all, then? Well, you need to find people who are willing to vouch for your character and writing. Since you're a newcomer, you'll have to make some friends in the country. Will that be all, then? Well, you need to find people who are willing to vouch for your character and writing. Since you're a newcomer, you'll have to make some friends in the country. Will that be all, then? It hasn't always been this way, but lately we've been getting more newcomers than usual. We don't want to be unwelcoming to new folk, but we are trying to have some measure of security. Will that be all, then? Will that be all, then? Stay safe now.
Hello, brave traveller. I can see you have an adventurous spirit. I've got an excursion you're sure to love. Righto, sharp as a knife you are. This here is the Bursting Bubble. It has the ability to take passengers all the way up to the mountaintop. The ride is sure to give you a burst of adrenaline. You think so? I wish more people had your spirit. Last person here said they'd never ride it with a name that sounded so dangerous. Oh, good. I thought it was spot on. I'll keep the name then. You know, when I invented this thing, I really thought it was going to revolutionize transportation. Imagine just flying right up to the tip-top of the world. Seems like something everyone would want to do. But for some reason, folks just don't seem to understand the idea. They can't seem to picture a balloon carrying people in the sky. I've hardly been able to get anyone out here to see it in person. Anyhow, thanks for helping with the name, traveller. Seems to me that you're full of good ideas. Hello, good traveller. As for me, I still haven't got anyone new out here to fly with me. Shame, because I know anyone would love it if they saw it. Hello? As for me, I still haven't got anyone new out here to fly with me. Shame, because I know anyone would love it if they saw it.
beautiful place to come and think, wouldn't you say? This place will always be closest to my heart. My husband liked to come out here and fish. We spent many nights camping here in the brushwood. But now old Pops is doing his best to tarnish my fond memories. Grandfather, goodness no, traveler. Old Pops is a fish, the biggest fish in the lake. Ha! What didn't he do? This fish has haunted my dreams for, what seems like ages. Old Pops, that evil fish. He has it out for me, I'll have you know. I was out on the boat with my husband, Farid, an anniversary camping trip, when old Pops leaps out of the water and snatches my wedding ring right off of my finger. It's not the first time he's pulled something like this. He's taken glowstones and bracelets. Sneakiest thief on the island, that fish is. Well, some of those folks might be trying to cover up the fact they misplaced their precious items. It's easy to blame it on a fish, but he really did eat my ring. People round here talk about old Pops like he's some sort of magical fish with healing properties or some nonsense. They say when you stare old Pop straight in the eye, he conjures an image of what you want most in this world and makes that thing seem real to you, as real as day. Say, what would old Pops make you think of? What do you treasure most? Adventure? Painting? Don't suppose you've heard of an old collector woman round Nava? She's always going on about treasure and the like. Quite a waste, really. That's enough reflecting for the time being. You and I, people of action. I don't suppose you'd be willing to help me get my wedding ring back. Of course. He's a big old fish, but you're strong. Will you get that ring for me? Excellent. Old Pops, better watch out. Our new traveler friend is a-comin' for ya. You got a fishing pole? You're not gonna be catching old Pops without one. Maybe not even with one, that floundering foe. No doubtin' you could find one in Nava if you've got some glowstones to spare. Don't know too much about him, other than he's a big one. Bettin' he's a sandfish by the size of him. You stay careful round old Pops, you hear? He has it out for us, especially boaters and fisher folk. That old Pops, he's a-comin' for you. No ring, traveler? Hop to it. I'm counting on you to set things right in the sea.
Welcome to K&K Apothecary, the finest source for all your medicinal tincture needs. If you hear of anyone looking for an apothecary, send them our way. Or really, just send anyone our way. It's been so long since we've had a single customer.
We've got the best herbs and potions in all of Eastshade. Tell your family, your friends, and random acquaintances to come here for all their apothecary needs.
Welcome to K&K. Oh, really, just send anyone our way. It's been so long since we've had a single customer.
Just can't stop thinking about those owls I saw. I can't say I know you all that well. Bye now.
Hello again. I overheard your conversation with Bojan. He'll be so excited to have you as a friend. He's a very special individual. There's no one who loves rafting as much as he does. Though he can be difficult at times, he's a kind soul. I appreciate your cordialness. Ah, a blossoming botanist, I see. To start, you'll need some roots. You can find them at the bases of trees. I can show you how to make twine, but it is a process. I see you're a painter. I would so love some artwork in my home. I'm quite partial to sandy beaches. What do you say? If you make me a painting, I'll teach you how to make twine. I look forward to seeing your work. Any friend of Bojan's is a friend of mine. Here. We've got great plant diversity. I like to go walking over there. It's nice to take in the sea. Mind the plants underfoot.
La la la. Hello, good friends. Where's your raft? I think Ona can do that.
You don't look like you're from around here. I'm the sheriff of the island. Glad to meet you. Anything I can help with? Ah, I see. Rest assured this will be handled. Thanks for bringing it to my attention. Anything else? Anything else?
Would you like a ride to Nava? My ox is strong, no?
I have nothing to say to you. Just get out.
My garden is filled with all sorts of wriggly critters. Sure, I can do that for you. Towers like that were used to send fire signals to Nava. But we don't need to do that anymore. It's a bit eerie, but late the other night, I thought I saw lights coming from inside the tower. Oh, it's probably just some kids playing a prank. Take care now.
We've had quite a few shipwrecks here. There's a reef surrounding the bay, and that's what does it.
I just can't wait to go home. I will not write you a reference. We already have too many vagrants in Nava for my tastes.
Oh, a ship. Such a good ship she was. None of that matters now, though. Now leave me be.
This is gonna be such a great prank! Don't forget to meet me in Nava. I'm usually near the bakery.
What Isan did to you is downright uncivilized. That safe travels.
That building was part of the original town. If you're interested in an adventure, it's a lovely spot for a nighttime stroll.
Thanks again for that. Damn fish aren't biting today.
Have you by any chance found those inky caps yet? Great! I've just put the final touches on your map. I hope it serves you well. See you. Thanks again for the inky caps. I can finally get some work done now. For a friend like you, of course. Enjoy the city. Safe travels.
Do you have your references in order? Yes, it appears everything is in order. Go right ahead then. Welcome to Nava.
Welcome to the inn below the tarnished teapot. Correct. That is the name. We once had another name, but everyone just called us that inn below the tarnished teapot. I don't really blame them. This place is a bit of a dump. The manager has really let it go. Me. It's cold and damp, tiny windows, smells a little stale, at least the front door's nice and big. That's a plus, I suppose. Sounds hard. Correct. That is the name. Me. Thanks. I try. I make do. The more occupancy, the more bedding I have to wash. The property value's gone up so much, I'm sitting on a fortune anyway. That would require some... I used to live on the mainland years ago. Working as a bricklayer was terrible. Hated every minute. Then my grandma died, bless her soul, and left me a son. Quit my job that day and got the first ship here. For no reason in particular. Just wanted to leave. Bought this dumpy floor for dirt cheap. Didn't really know what I was doing. Now this city's a boom town and I'm living off the reverse mortgage. Just goes to show, act impulsively and sometimes you get rich. That's what I've learned anyway. Oh, and have some inheritance. You sure? We have rats. If you really want, first door on your left.
You made it to Nava! You still have the pastries, right? Oh, this is gonna be great. Okay, my brother's sitting at the table right outside the bakery. I'll go over to him first, then you follow behind. Remember, make him think you're a normal delivery person.
Can I help you? Good. I've been expecting a delivery. Give it here. It looks like someone's rifled through these. They're a little crushed, too.
A little crushing isn't gonna ruin the tangy, sublime, gorgeous taste of raspberries. Ugh!
What? What's happening to me? This is the most revolting, sickening. This flavor. Grape! My tongue! It'll never be the same! What despicable baker would make an error so unforgivable? Neo! This my brother's idea of a prank? Poisoning a person's taste buds with the most repulsive flavor ever invented? That's just... it's... hilarious! I can't believe you actually got me. And Neo's always trying to do these ridiculous pranks. Usually I can see him from a mile away. Messing around with great pastries? That's some risky business. You should be proud. I'm not easily pranked.
That was perfect. I couldn't picture it going any better. He totally thought you were a delivery person. This one will go down in family history. You should look into doing this for a living. I don't have much to give you, but seeing my brother eat a great pastry was just priceless.